Okay, but it's not like a common problem, you know.
It's very common. That's hurting me.
It doesn't.
I do not deserve to be hurt.
So they're supporting our journey, Dick. Isn't that great? Guys just making shit out on the internet.
And welcome to the biggest problem in the universe.
Let's do this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful Los Angeles, California, it's the biggest problem in the universe. Featuring your host, Vito Gesualdi. Not featuring the dastardly Dick Masterson, who will not be here tonight. It's Vito's show. And he has no way to see if it's working. I think it's working. There it goes. Where is the chat room? Who's excited? Who's excited? Who's ready to go? Yeah. Cut it. All right, look, here's the deal. This is a serious matter. And it already sounds like I'm making a joke, so I'm not going to make a joke. Dick is out. Dick is having a health issue. If you would like details on Dick's health issue, he's not dying. He's not going to die. But it is a serious health issue. If you're a religious individual and you would like to pray for his recovery, that would be... Again, he's not going to die. But he is experiencing some pains and some sickness, and it's potentially serious, and he's getting it figured out. So... Great way to start off a comedy show. Maybe I should have saved that for the end. What are you going to do? He's not dying. He's not dead. Everything's fine. Here, let's bring back the happy. Let's bring back the... He's not going to die. Well, everybody dies. But he's not going to die right away. He'll probably be okay. Who knows what's going on? Okay, so we're going to do everybody's favorite show. Well, actually, this is everybody's least favorite show. This is the biggest problem call-in spectacular. This is where you, the audience, who we all love, get to RIP show, says Ash. That is correct. I mean, we'll see. This is one of those things where let's hope he gets better because it could impact the show. Colin San Davis says, I already regret tuning in, and I agree. Vito, why did you cut out 45 minutes from the most recent episode? Well, it turns out when I get a message from one of you psychopaths going, I'm going to get your Patreon shut down and your YouTube channel deleted, I talked to Dick and he said, you know what? Rather than chance it, why don't we just keep the episode on the website? We can probably upload. I have the video episode. I'm sure we can upload it to the website. We just said, why leave it on YouTube? What value does it have to potentially get our channels deleted by angry people? So that's what it is. Oh, yes, all the boxes in the back have Super Killer Comics. So here's how this works. Link is in the chat. I don't even know how many people I get to have in the back end. If you can't get into the back end, you can keep trying. And I will drag people in from the back end to say hi. It's a first come, first served system. Whoever jumps in the chat can be a part of the magic. And tonight's theme is you, the viewer. What do you believe is the biggest problem in the universe? That's the question. Big Stiffy says, Vito, I bought your plushie tonight. I'm actually running. I thought no one would buy these things, and I'm already about to be out. If you would like a Vito plushie, they're available at killdozer.industries. And here is somebody who you got to change your name. I can't put you on the show with that name. Later, we're going to edit your name to Mint Salad Enjoyer. Previously, it had a different adjective. Hello? How's it going?
Hey Vito, how are you?
How you doing, man? Who am I talking to? Well, I'm talking to the mint salad enjoyer, of course.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Excellent. Very excited for Super Killer. It's going to be incredible.
It is going to be incredible. You know, I just got back. I know everybody gives me shit. They go, oh, Vito, who cares about the colors? Well, I just got colors back from the colorist. We had to change some things because we moved some art around. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Super Killer. Why do I ever talk about it? Why do I ever talk about it? Let's talk about it. Let's not talk about that either. I got yelled at by a lot of people for some reason. I don't know. I got a lot of messages from people behind the scenes, and they said, Vito, you know, there's a certain line you can't cross. And I went, it's a matter of opinion, but I accept. I'll entertain your opinion. Let's put it that way.
I mean, what's Riley gonna do? He's like 5'2".
That's very true. It's true. It's not a you know what? Every time we relitigate this, you're right. I'm very excited to see everybody at Hackamania, and I want to, and of course, everybody is invited to pull up to Hackamania, which we still have tickets available. Please go to hackamania.com. Use promo code biggest. I will be there Thursday through Sunday, hanging out. And also, there will be a live stream pass you can get if you want to watch it from home. You can get the live stream pass. I think you can also use the promo code to get a discount on that.
I just want to miss.
All right. Well, that was. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Cat Drape Vito is here. How's it going, Cat Drape Vito?
I'm gonna you then, man.
This is a terrible idea I've had. Let's go on to Organic Pixel. Hey, how's it going, man?
Vito, what's up, dude?
Everything's great. My co-host is gonna die. He's not gonna die, but it is a bad situation.
Do you think you might die first, or do you think he would go first? If we had to put a poll on it right now, if we had to put money on it, who do you think would go first? You or Dick right now?
Well, Dick's like half Hispanic. Don't Hispanics typically have less of a don't Hispanics die quicker? But that's usually because they're eating like fucking beans and cheese all day, and he doesn't eat like a Mexican, you know?
That's true. Okay, yeah, he eats like you know, what I guess, you know,
he kind of eats like a white guy. When I go over to his house, he's eating like a white person, and he's got the wife, and she's cooking him white food, so he might be fine.
Not like an Italian person, right? Italians wouldn't be white, right?
No, we're not. We are the black people of we're right next to black people, the Italians.
All right. Well, listen, I got a problem, but I mean,
yes.
Yeah. So, all right.
What is the biggest problem in the universe? That's the show.
My biggest problem is that I don't know why. I don't know, you know, not knowing why you got blocked. Like I feel like if you got blocked through any way, I feel like it'd be nice to know what would be the straw that broke Vito's back. I'm curious, you know, like I would love to, like I totally fine with being blocked, no problem. But I just want to know, like, I wish you would get like a reason why.
Well, they don't. Yeah, it would be cool because on like Discord, they actually let you say like when you ban somebody from a server or whatever, time them out, you can go reason for timeout and you can tell them. Right. But yeah, right. With a block, you don't know exactly what you did, and it kind of does leave you hanging.
I know. Yeah, I want to know right now, Vito, why was I blocked from your Twitter?
Well, 90% of the time, like today, I had a tweet that said there should be a test for we just need more tests in this country, like for doctors, for cops, for whatever. There should just be tests, and if you pass the test, then you're allowed to be a cop, then you're allowed to be a teacher, whatever else. And I got about 12 comments going, there should be a test for running a crowdfunder for comic books. Why isn't there a test for that? And I went, when I get the same joke like 12 times and all those guys, I just picture those guys strutting around going, God, I'm so clever. I really nailed Vito with that one. And I'm like, no, I get that message every day from all of you. It's become insufferable.
Okay.
So yeah,
okay.
I you might have done that, and if I blocked you for that, just send me a message and say unblock me. As I always
can't send you a
say,
message. You blocked me on Twitter. How can I send you a message?
you have to
Here I
send
am
it.
now. You blocked me.
You do not listen to the show. I have said on every episode of the show we have a biggest problem Twitter, and half the DMs on there are, "Oh, Vito, can you unblock me, man? I really do like seeing your tweets, dude." And then I just unblock you. So send me that gay message, and you will be unblocked.
Okay. All right.
All right.
But all right. But hear me out. I do want to know why I was unblocked. If I send you that
no idea why I blocked you. I don't pay attention to these things.
And that's why it's the biggest problem, because I don't know.
It's the biggest problem, and I don't know either. Trust me. Do you remember that guy like 2 episodes ago I talked about sent me? Let me see if I can find this email. He had to look up multiple emails of mine in order to
that's his home address, right?
I do want to dox him. Although he did apologize, so maybe I shouldn't shame him. He said, I had a bad day or whatever. I'm not going to find it right now because it's in a different email address. But I got like 10 messages on 10 different things. I've been a long time supporter, Vito. I've always been in your corner, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what did you tweet? He said, I called you a fat piece of shit faggot pig, and I don't understand. I'm like, well, that's why you got blocked. What do you want me to do? I can't know which guy calling me a fat pig is really my best friend and which one sucks. But I love you all. And thank you, Anorganic Pixel. Are you still blocked on Twitter?
You know what? Keep me blocked. Bye.
Okay, bye. I love you, buddy. We got Fart Man coming in. Hi, Fart Man.
Vito.
How's it going,
Hello?
buddy?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, unfortunately. Okay.
Okay.
So the biggest problem in the universe is people who don't wear socks.
Well, I'm wearing socks right now, so.
Oh, good. Okay.
You guys won.
Here's the thing. People who don't wear socks, everyone around them at all times thinks that they are disgusting little gremlin people. So you got.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest about something?
Yes, please.
So you remember when I said on the show that I don't wear socks?
Yeah.
That was a lie. That was a blatant lie, based on the fact that I didn't want to admit that I didn't have any clean socks because I hadn't done laundry in a while. So I, for some reason, said, well, I just don't wear. I mean, sometimes I won't wear socks. That is true. And I will walk around my neighborhood barefoot. But typically, there are many occasions where I enjoy wearing socks. So that was, a bit of a comedy exaggeration, I'm going to say.
Wear socks, Vito.
I'm going to wear socks. Thank you, Fart Man. What an exciting show we got here. Let's see. We have But. Does nobody have a camera? You guys want to put a camera on? Let's take a look. But, hello? He's got no microphone either. Oh, there he is! But, how's it going?
What's going on?
Hey, you're a good-looking gentleman. But how would you describe yourself to people?
Gosh, regular dude.
What race are you?
I'm Mexican. I get confused a lot, like Samoan.
Yeah. You have like a very ethnic look to you.
Yeah, especially black girls. They like me. They always.
That's awesome.
I always think I'm Samoan.
I was gonna say, well, because I'm excited to see someone who isn't a white guy, because I recently got a message from someone going, Vito, it's been hard listening to the show lately. I feel like you guys are becoming more and more racist. And I think I agreed. I said, well, there has been a lot of that going on. But it's hard to not. Everybody's talking about race stuff. A white lady called a little black kid the N-word, and she got like $500,000 for it. So now you're like, well, I kind of want to get in on that action. How do I get that money? So I don't know what's going on.
Just embrace it.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, just embrace it. Everyone.
Let me see if I can bump your mic a little bit here. You seem a little low. All right, there you go. Anyway, but what is the biggest problem in the universe?
I don't know. I guess right now we're dealing with this weather. I'm in Houston.
Yeah, is this your house?
Yeah.
You got a nice house there.
Yeah.
How'd you pay for that house?
Right
gang money. You've been selling drugs, and he decided to go outside where the Wi-Fi isn't, so he could destroy. Okay, good work, bud. You really fucked that up. Wait, hold on. Maybe he's back. But you there? Why don't you stay where the Wi-Fi is, you fucking moron? What are you doing?
All right, well, it's a big house. I got two routers.
Oh, you got 2 routers? Well, I wasn't. You lost connection for a second there.
No, what's going on?
Well, bud, I want to thank you for showing us your gorgeous house, man. It's always nice to know that some of the biggest problem listeners actually are living their best lives. Clearly, you're one of them. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. That was Butt. He had a lot to say. Let's talk to Big Man 69.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, sir.
How's it going, man?
How's it going?
Good. So
a fellow white. Let's be real. This is my fat man. We got the no hair. We got the shitty beard. This is my brother in arms right here. What's going on, man?
So I got more of a question for you than it's kind of a problem.
Okay.
So I like we've established I'm a big fat man.
Yeah.
And I need to know.
I'm bigger than you, I think. I would hope.
How much you weigh?
I'm at 280.
No, I weigh more than you. I'm 310.
Yeah, but how tall are you?
6 foot.
How do you you don't look 310? Oh, you know what? Fat guys are terrible at as the fat man.
It's my gut.
I'm terrible at gauging the fatness of other fat men. I can never tell. I always think every fat guy looks skinnier than me. I really do.
I got the question. I'm in the process of trying to lose weight. Big struggle.
Yeah.
Right. Should I try to find a woman before I get fitter, or
no?
Before?
What? No.
Or after?
The only reason to lose weight is to trap a woman. That's like 90% of it. 10% health, 90% the trap. Is that you meet a girl, she goes, this guy's not, he's like an okay looking guy. And then when she's locked in and emotionally dependent on you and your money, that's when you get to do whatever you want.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
You got a lot, because you got to like get him. You got to get him in. You got to be the peacock. You think the peacock's feathers are always at full plumage? No. Once he locks her in, and he does his peacock rape. He doesn't keep up appearances around the peacock fucking house. He just goes back to being a normal peacock. So yeah, right now you got to get slim. Then you just grab one of these ladies. You lock them down. Hopefully victimize them to the point where they don't consider divorcing you and taking half your stuff. You really got to emotionally damage these women, because otherwise they start thinking they have rights and they could get away from you. You got to take that away from them. Kids are a good way to lock that in, because you go, oh, what, you're going to fuck up our kids now? Think about that. And then you can go to be a big fat guy and whatever else. I mean, she still will no matter what, after 20 years, she will divorce you and take half your stuff. But, if you play it right, you can get most of the benefits out of it.
Well, I do. I live in the middle of nowhere, so I can kind of I can make them
lock her in a cage, and then you don't got to worry about anything. Yeah,
just like put them in. I can put a cage.
Build a cellar. Build a cellar. There's a movie called The Lovely Bones, which is a great manual for how to trap a woman in a cellar.
I'm gonna look into that.
Boxing Helena. That's where he actually cuts off her arms and legs and puts her in a suitcase. Look up that one. Okay.
That sounds like a good plan. Cool.
Thanks, big man.
Thanks, man.
Don't box Helena. That's terrible. Let's see here. Super Killer customers here looking swole.
Oh, thank you.
You got too much hair to be reading Super Killer. All the Super Killer customers are supposed to be freak shows, man. What is this?
I was totally lying. I didn't buy it, and I'm definitely not.
All right, fair enough.
Just wanted to get picked.
Well, my friend, I'm just going in order. Look, everybody who wants to get in can get in. But I want to ask you, what is the biggest problem in the universe? That's what we're here to discuss.
I would have to say the biggest problem in the universe, without a doubt, is Mint Salad's autistic, tight little.
All right. I've made a horrible mistake. Let's just keep rolling through. Here's our good friend. But wait, didn't we do Butt already? Butt, were you already in here? I think I forgot to kick him. Let's try GH. Okay, well that was. Is that a cat? What the fuck noise was that?
That's my kid.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
They were. I heard you. The second I turn the thing on, I hear that.
I'm making mac and cheese.
Oh, nice. What kind of cheese are you using? Or you
Whatever.
just making the box.
Is
You're
in
making the box. Yeah, there you go. Little Mazda.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, how you been, man? I've seen you around. GH. Always been a long time supporter.
The ribs are fixed.
The ribs are fixed.
Yeah, I was the guy that called in about the 5 broken ribs and the blown shoulder and shit.
I remember. Jesus. You look healthy though.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
My little Aryan baby. So yeah.
Within 20 feet of him.
He doesn't know.
I'm glad the family's healthy. A healthy looking kid. Fantastic. Do you have a biggest problem in the universe? I guess is going to be my question.
Yeah, undelivered products. Give me
undelivered product.
Man. Yeah.
You give me $800
for Super Killer.
How much Super Killer did you buy?
Oh, I did it just to be nice. I only bought one.
Oh, all right. Well, I know. Look, nobody likes when I talk about the comic, but I got to say, I'm looking it over, and I think I don't know. Look, this month somebody's getting something. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
This month you're gonna see a little something. I don't know if you're gonna love it, but you're gonna get a little something.
Okay.
All right, go cook your kids some mac and cheese. Have fun. Thank you for all your support, my friend. All right. You're not allowed to call into this show with kids. What's wrong with you guys? You're gonna send me back to county. Here's Porco Ronconcamo.
Ronconcamo.
Yeah, of course that's your. I like how assertive you are about it. You're like, it's Ronconcamo. It's a very common Jewish family name.
Exactly. The Ronconcamos go back centuries.
We love the Ronconcamos. How's it going, Porco?
Not bad. I feel bad. I also brought my child into the stream.
Oh, little buddy.
We'll just throw
my cats. I don't know where my cats are at. I think they just are eating.
You have a Siamese too, right?
I have, yeah. All my cats are actually related. So I have the 2 cats, and then they're all. One of them doesn't look Siamese, but she's half Siamese. And the other one is definitely Siamese looking. Siamese cats are fun. Does yours talk a lot? Some of them talk too much. Yeah.
All the time. It was the one thing that I wasn't expecting. It barks more than a dog.
I like the one that ran away. I hate to say this. I really liked that cat, but I also go, of all the cats to run away, that was the one that I go, at least I can sleep again.
Do they wake you up to demand food?
Yeah. Dude, she's been waking me up at 6 o'clock every morning, being like, "What's up?" And I'm like,
hey,
"Bro,
bud.
I have a rule in the house. I'm like, if the sun's not up, you don't get food. So until the sun comes up, shut the fuck up." But and they used to know that rule, but lately they're like something about their internal clock. They're like, "Feed us now, feed us now." I'm like, "No." Yeah. But they are fucking up my sleep. It's not good. It's a good biggest problem. Not the biggest problem, but it's a good problem.
It's a good one. Another day.
What is your biggest problem?
My problem is chef culture, or maybe the lionization of chefs.
Yeah,
they're real hot right now. Like the Bear, everyone's like, "Oh, chefs are real hot." They're real cool. Everyone's like, "Yes, chef." It's a whole thing. I'm engaged to a chef, and I don't want to hate on the craft or anything because it's impressive.
Don't call it the craft.
I mean,
you're helping them. You're enabling
helping a little bit. I can't give them the full hate because they're good at what they do. I like eating out and everything, but they just think they're real cool. And then when they come together in groups, they're the most insufferable people. Like, "Oh, you wouldn't get it, John. You're just a home cook. You're not on the trenches.
What
You're
we need to do, we need anytime anybody talks about the art of cooking, we have to kill them. Basically, I think.
I can get behind.
We have to go. It's not art. It's pudding ingredients in a pan and making them hot. You're a professional making things hot and combining them together.
I bet it's hard to make like a leather belt, you know? But
I
we
imagine
don't
it is
have like
infinitely harder.
yeah. So it's not like
Yeah.
oh man, that guy with the tattoos and he's making leather belts all day. That's not cool. So why are chefs
Anything
so
a chef,
cool?
yeah. Well, here's what happened is like chefs realized that cooking is really fucking easy.
Mm.
So they had to start complicating the shit out of it to make it seem like what they were doing had value.
And justify it.
Yeah.
You
We're like,
lionize it. It's like, oh
Right.
man, like you're civilians. You don't understand what we go through. It's hard hours and hard drugs. We're like pirates, and that's dumb. And
a
I'm tired of it.
caveman knew how to take a piece of meat and throw it in a fire. And then these cocksuckers come along and they're like, well, here's the thing is first you have to dry age it in a humidor and then seal it in a vacuum pan and get the insides. You take meat and you set it on fire. Any idiot
but
can
there's
do that.
sesame oil on it.
Oh, but I know how long to set it on fire. I know how long to do it
Dumb.
for. Okay. Well, I could look it up in a book. It literally says put it in the oven for 20 minutes.
They work the same hours as like garbage men. You know, garbage men
Yeah.
also on drugs, also covered in tats.
Have you seen that bear episode where he's learning how to like polish forks or whatever?
Yeah,
Seen
that was the big app.
Yeah. And like, it's all about like people see that episode and they're like, yeah, he finally understands how like important restaurants are. And I'm
like, it's hard. Yes, but
I
everyone
wanted him.
has a hard
I want to see if I can bring up this clip. Let me see if I can bring up this clip. I saw this clip again recently, and what I wanted was for him to go, "You guys are stupid. This is dumb."
But no. It was like he reached enlightenment. It's like, oh man, now I get it. I'm in.
You can see this clip, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Okay. So he's like asking this
There she
lady
is,
about
yep.
how. Yeah,
Front
this
of service.
bitch.
Front of house.
Table 15 likes to eat faster, so we speed up their tickets. 23 likes it slower, so we add an extra moves not to back
Yep.
up the kitchen. 22 doesn't like people to speak to them.
How do you know that?
Know what?
About the people eating?
We have a designated staff member that researches each guest.
Yeah, wiretap those motherfuckers.
Wow, you found out when what if rich people eat slowly.
So my girl worked at a restaurant where like Hillary Clinton went there, like Bo and Yang went there, and it's not like that. It's like, oh, they had an experience and then they write it down and then it's in their Resi profile forever. It's like not hard. They'll get a
See,
ticket
this
that
is,
says,
I was like, if anyone works at a restaurant like this, I'd be like, I would quit immediately. I'd be like, I'm just gonna go make tacos. This is the stupidest thing in the world.
1. Pick up
Yeah.
2 hamachi, please. 8. Walking in 5. Triple check 5, please. White chocolate allergy. Every night you make somebody's day. You ask me how I can do this, and that's how
I've heard that exact quote from my fiance.
I would
Exact
just,
quote.
if I was that guy, I'd be like, you have nothing to teach me. This is pretentious and retarded. It's just food. You put it in your mouth.
It's not master and commander. Get over yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The elevation of it to like, oh, and like I'm saying, that's why they had to make food all fucking complicated.
Yeah.
That's why they have those Michelin restaurants, which is like,
Great
and then
margin.
we make little tiny flowers out of the mashed potato. It's a mashed potato. I just want to eat the mashed potato. It doesn't need to be a little fucking flour. It doesn't benefit
No.
me in any way.
That potato is a story, Vito.
Yeah,
You're not
the
respecting
potato
it.
came from the rustic farm of the. It's all stupid.
The craft.
All right, Porco's winning. Porco has the best problem tonight. Thank you, Porco. Take care of yourself. We got Keck Slayer. I'm worried about. Let's see what the Keck Slayer has to say. Hello.
Hey, Vito, how are you?
How's it going, man?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Hanging out in the Goon Cave?
No, hanging out with my cat. I don't
We
know.
got
See,
cat
let me turn the
guys
light on.
tonight.
Hold on.
Hell yeah. Got a lot of cat guys tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hey, little buddy. Is that a girl?
Yeah, she's a girl.
Girl kit. Nice. That's the ones you can get them with the tips.
Yep. Yeah, the old Q-tip.
Cue them up. The more I get more and more people coming to me when they go, Vito, I thought you were crazy, but then I started dating this girl and she said, oh yeah, I've done that to my cat. It's
Wait, really?
perfectly normal. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Everybody
kinda
knows.
thought you made it up.
No, well, I didn't. I did it once, and then I got the cat fixed. Anyway, Keck Slayer, what's the biggest problem in the universe?
I mean, I would say it'd be, derailed podcasts, and it's nothing
Derailed
against you. It's just everybody
podcast.
lately has got something to sell, whether it's Hackamania or comic books.
It's true. It's very true.
Or a follow-up series, animated series.
It's super to a comic book.
Yeah, it's become a lot. It's kind of like when you go to the grocery store and they want to sign you up for a credit card, Like, you're not there for that. You're kind of there to listen to your podcast.
Right. Okay, so let me lay out what the problem is, right? Is sometimes two guys are doing a podcast.
Yo.
And one of those guys is very financially stable. Maybe he's been podcasting for like 10 years. He's got a bunch of like side gigs. He's got real estate. Everything's going fine for that guy. And then there's the other guy whose life is a disaster. So unfortunately, there's an imbalance, a financial imbalance. And then maybe it becomes obvious. You go, well, how come that one guy, he's never got anything to sell? And then the second guy is desperately trying to escape a financial black hole created by maybe his own issues. People are saying it's my fault. Why is it my fault? I tried to save. I didn't get in on the ground floor. I wasn't able to buy real estate 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, but you probably should have done a black and white comic book to start.
Should have done a black and white comic book. Oh, it would have been so much easier. My life would be so much easier. Well, here's the deal is we're escaping from the financial hole, and one of the ways we're doing so is at Hackamania. Get your tickets. Also, you can see behind me a variety of every one of those boxes contains a different video game console which needs to be sold. So that will be happening on my Whatnot stream. And tonight, one of you lucky people in the chat will be winning a signed Mother's Milk Funko Pop. So stay around till the end. We're going to ship it to you. You're going to get a signed Mother's Milk for your home, for all of you who stick around to the end of the stream. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, you got to get that. That's like what, 1 of 80? How many are left?
My house, I am drowning in crap, so they got to get out of here. I need the Mother's Milks out of here. You can have a ripped one or you can have a not ripped one. Do you want one that was destroyed on camera or not? It is up to you. The chat is asking. So we will find out. Thank you, Kexlayer. And I have kicked you. You did good. All right, let's talk to Ben from Dover. I understand that joke.
Finally, I've been calling in with that name forever. I'm doing all right, Vito. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Ben.
What's
on your mind, buddy?
Well, right now it's that you just showed around all of your stuff, and man, dude, you gotta put out more than you take in because it looks like you've been doing the opposite for way too long.
Yes. I'm bad at selling. I'm great at buying. I'm bad at selling. I'm real good at buying stuff. I'm like excellent at it. But
I'm not gonna do that, man. They make it too easy to do one and too hard to do the other. What am I supposed to do?
It's really easy to buy stuff because then the stuff just shows up, but then you gotta actually sell the stuff. But I will say I've been doing okay. I've been finally listing stuff on eBay and whatever else. Yeah. I'm starting to make a dent.
Total headache, but oh god,
it's awful.
You live in like Asmongold over there.
Well, because whatever. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm usually pretty good at being like, well, that'll be worth money. So then I buy it and I put it and I'm like, oh, I'll just flip it. And then I just never flip it because I'm lazy. So
oh man, you can't just speculate on the card value. You gotta speculate on the value of not living surrounded by cards.
That's my current problem. Yes, I agree.
All right.
You're 100% correct.
It's tough. We all go through owning too much shit. It happens. It's always a good idea when you buy it.
People are asking, is that 8% burned Gaia's Cradle left? I think it's in this box.
Oh, it's got a story.
Well, that's going to be part of which I hope is still happening. I don't know. Right now, Dick is experiencing some sort of medical trauma. I mean, I won't bury the lead. He's having hearing issues. He's been complaining about tinnitus lately. So, and he mentioned this on Twitter. I'm not spoiling it, but yeah, he's got to get checked. He's got to make sure his ears keep working.
He's a regular Sterling Archer.
I thought I had that dang Gaia's Cradle. Anyway, if we do the Magic tournament, that will be the top hit for the Magic. That'll be the big. You're gonna win a box of cards, and you're gonna get the Gaia's Cradle itself. So we'll see if I can find that. I know it's somewhere.
All right, let's start with the big problem.
What's the big problem, Ben?
Oh my God, it is Star Wars man-children.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been keeping up with Andor, but a thing happened. A character was isolated and attempted to be taken advantage upon, like some sort of mint-flavored bowl.
Some sort of sandwich, yeah, there.
And
a non-consensual sandwich.
They freak out as if, like, humans haven't done that for all of humanity. And they're like, not in my Star Wars. Darth Vader, paragon of morality himself, he would never.
He wouldn't tolerate it. He'd be like that black guy in the Gillette commercial who held his hand out.
Hey, not okay. So for those of you who don't know, the show Andor had a non-consensual sexual act briefly. And I don't know what the adult Star Wars fans want. I really don't. Like, I don't know.
Pretend that they're kids again. They want the lightsabers. They want the man with the 4 arms, who's a robot and gets shot in the chest.
But I feel like Dave Filoni gives them that kind of goofy kiddie shit already, and it's like already goofy and stupid. And then I'm like, well, Andor's pretty good, and it's like it is to me. Every time I look at Star Wars, I always think about Gundam. Do you know the Gundam franchise? It's a Japanese franchise, which the first. It's like a little bit more serious, but it's about giant robots, and it kind of started off as like a kid's show to sell toys. Obviously,
and this is when you bring up how Eva is like the subversion of that, right?
Now, I'm not going to talk about Eva because I'm going to go on a whole fucking rabbit hole. But the point is, the guys who made Gundam realized, well, at the heart of it, what's kind of interesting about this is it is a war. Okay, it's like everybody watches World War II documentaries. Everybody's interested in like war history. We can just have a war history. We can have different campaigns, different battles, different generals, and whatever else. And I keep waiting for Star Wars to just do that. And instead, they're like, what if there was another Jedi and he was like the best Jedi and he had 2 lightsabers coming out of his dick hole? And I'm like,
and he also survived Order 66.
And he also survived Order 66. Can you believe it? I'm like, just make it Star Wars. You can have some Jedi, but you got to have some war. There was war shit in those movies. Do you remember fucking Hoth, the Battle of Hoth, and there's a bunch of soldiers running around in the snow? What happened to all that shit? Anyway, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about Star Wars on this show. I think everybody gets mad when I do. But, Andor is like the first time that you're like, hey, it's like a war movie. You know, in a war movie, usually like the Jews get, kidnapped and the ladies get raped, and that's just part of the story. What do you want?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
That wasn't the real flaw. The real flaws in that whole 3-episode arc that they put out were pacing, tone, a bunch of weird shit, fucking around in the woods, not getting anything done. It was not portraying an actual piece of shit officer trying to take advantage of.
All right, Ben's talking way too much about Star Wars. Bye, Ben. Todd, don't go into the details of the Andor episode. We're already bleeding viewers right now. Jesus Christ. Hey, Todd, how's it going?
Good. Is my mic working?
Yes.
Good.
You wearing pants, Todd?
Yeah.
You idiot.
You're not.
You don't need to be wearing pants. I'm not. Why would I?
You're probably not even wearing underwear from today.
I'm wearing women's underwear that I stole. It makes me feel pretty.
Why do older men always do that to me?
What?
Immediately talking about sexual stuff right off the bat.
Why do older men immediately talk to you about sexual? This is something you've encountered before?
Yes.
Todd, please detail. What older men have been accosting you with sexual chats?
Just random people on the internet,
Where are you going that random old men can talk to you, Todd?
I don't know, old Xbox lobbies.
So you go into Xbox and older gentlemen try to talk to you about having sexual encounters? What are you doing in the Xbox lobbies, Todd? What's your name in the Xbox lobby?
You know who I am if I said that.
My biggest problem was when guys join an Xbox lobby with "put it in my butt," and then they get all upset when I try to talk to them about that very very topic.
Well, it was Queef King for a long time.
There's your problem. A lot of guys. Well, how can you be the Queef King? The king of other women's queefs? Doesn't make any sense. Todd, what is the biggest problem in the universe? Is that it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Good work. You nailed it. That was Todd's big break, and he blew it. Here's that guy. All right, and he's gone. Let's talk to Ed. Hello, Ed.
How you doing, Vito?
How's it going, man? Sweet headphones, bro.
I always get that comment. I forget that I got these, and all the time, all my friends just call me a queer because it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I got the pink kitty headphones. But
no, those are cool. I like those a lot.
All right, thank you. No, the biggest problem in the universe is self-appointed doctors. Like, I swear to God, like I'll just be living, just existing in my life.
Yeah.
And then I'll have some random scar or something I forgot about on my arm, and I'll just have like my sister will come up to me and she'll be like, "Oh, where'd you get like that burn from?" It's like, "Oh, you should." It's like, "Bitch, you saw me get this like a year ago. It's like we already took care of this." She's like, "It's like you should really put like some aloe vera or like a bandage or something on that shit."
100%.
Just the other day at work.
100%.
Like
Ed, take your little microphone thing and like pull it away a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. All right, that might be better. Yeah, that's better.
All right.
There you go. Now go.
No, I was gonna say the other day at work, like I like just cut my hand because like I was sliding my hand like a dumbass like across some thin metal. And it's like like I cut my hand like my finger a little bit, but like it wasn't enough to bleed. Like I just like broke my skin a bit. But like my supervisor saw this and she like just started like of course woman moment. She just starts freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god, we got the first aid kit over here. You gotta like wipe that down with some alcohol." It's like man, I'm not even bleeding. You don't see any pink. It's
hold
like,
on. You were in a fucking what do they call it? Nurse Florence type situation. She was hitting on you, man. When a lady wants to bandage up your shit, that's an invitation.
Aw, man, nah, bro.
She was like, I gotta take care of this guy. Oh, hold on, let me take care of you, Ed.
No, bro. She's this like short 50-year-old like Mexican lady, man. It's like
you could get at that. You don't gotta fucking marry her.
Bro, like,
yeah,
I don't.
Ed, the classic move if you're in a workplace situation is to fake wounds in front of women all the time. Just like get some fake blood and just fucking fuck up your arm. Be like, oh, and then like women will want to help you because they're natural caretakers. They want to treat you like their child or whatever. And then that's how you get them.
Man, I'm gonna have to take this.
Take advantage. Take advantage. Start cutting yourself at work, I guess, is what my advice is.
Just turn emo at work. That's how you get.
Turn emo at work. That's right. Just don't go too deep because then it's a bad situation.
All right.
All right, Ed. I love you, brother. That was Ed. Clear Vito file, as people are saying in the chat. We fixed his microphone. We got there. All right. Am I skipping anyone? It's going in order, right? I think. If anybody feels like I'm skipping you, tell me in the private chat. But I think I'm going in order. Let's talk to River Beard. River.
Hey, Vito. How you doing?
Did you decide to flex a little glass of wine on us here tonight?
I like wine. I'll put it out on the camera.
Spoken like I'm going to say the long pause followed by I like wine is a very good endorsement of wine. I believe you when you say you like it now. The thing about wine is I like wine.
It's I used to get like the cheap like $5, $6 bottles, and I was getting headaches from them.
Yeah, so you had to upgrade.
What are you doing? Yeah, so I upgraded to like the $8 bottle. Now I don't get
nice.
headaches.
No more $2 Chuck. Now it's $8 Betty. Well, Riverbeard, what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Vito, my biggest problem in the universe is that everyone watching the stream right now has not yet read my comic online. The computers ate my friends. They can find it for free. I'm not charging anything at thecomputershatemyfriends.com. And it's also, I don't have printed copies available.
Right, which is the best way to, sure.
I have a local printed copy for myself. We'll see if I can get this on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look here.
Got
I love to see the schizophrenic ramblings of our, let's see, how do I, there it is.
I don't know if you can read it. It's not too important that they read it.
And what is the story of this comic book?
Sorry, what do you say?
What's the storyline? Keep it on the now everyone wants to see it. Keep it showing it.
Oh, keep it on the
yeah.
So
what is this about exactly?
Timmy.
Right.
In the green.
Right.
And there's just a side character. It's just not like. But anyways, so Timmy, all of the computers ate his friends.
Yeah.
And after 2 years of the computers have eaten his friends, he decides that enough is enough, and he willingly gets eaten by the computer himself so that he can go inside and liberate his friends.
He's got to go inside the computer.
He's got to face his fears.
What is and then is there violence in this book?
There's vandalism. There's not violence. It's humans are helping each other here.
Vandalism, no violence.
Sometimes Timmy runs into challenges from the people that he's trying to help. They don't
Well,
always
challenges are good for a story, I would say.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta push
Is
through
there any
that.
love? Is there a love story in there? Does he meet a girl at all?
Oh, I don't want to spoil it. But,
yeah, you can't spoil that stuff.
there's
That's
something
something
along
to
those
bring them in
lines.
afterwards. Don't give it
Oh, yeah.
away. I agree. All right. Well, thanks, River. I will be sure to check out The Computers Ate My Friends. Is that the name of it?
TheComputersAteMyFriends.com.
.com.
All one word.
How'd you get that URL? That must have been like, did you have to like bid to get that?
No, it was.
It was just
I think
available?
Like $8 a year, something like that. I got it through
Oh.
Namecheap. And then it's hosted
Okay.
on. I have it hosted for free on GitHub, just because it's not a particularly complicated website.
Yeah.
And then since GitHub won't allow me to have the entire the entire like whatever gigabyte resolution files, and
You can't get the full res on there.
No, it's very good res. I look at the screen and I can't tell the difference. Maybe other people can if they really squint. If you want to download the PDF though, it also has a link to a Google Drive with the PDF. So
all right. Hey, are there any like I'm really big on like trains. Is there any well, there's computers.
What is that supposed to mean? No, I
No. I mean, it's got computers. It's kind of like trains. So I'm excited to check it out. Guys, the computersatemyfriends.com. Check it out. We love Riverbeard. Thank you very much, River.
Check it out. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Have fun. Okay. What's that mean? No, check it out. I love independent fucking media. It's great. I'm excited. Let's talk to Shut Up Crime. How's it going, man?
Oh, no fucking way, dude. I didn't
How's
think
it
I was going
going,
to get
brother?
in.
Of course.
Hello, dude. I'm
going?
your greatest parasocial brother.
That's
I have to say,
terrifying, but I'm excited.
yeah, no, it's fine. No, when you got, dude, you did the best video ever. Whatever that one was where you went to Berkeley and
the Pepsi video.
God damn it! And then you got on the Dick Show, and now you're on my
And now I don't do anything good. Now everything I do sucks.
Well, this is what I want to talk to you about. What happened? Like, Dick gives you all the best ideas, but you don't do any of them.
I have. Well, I got to figure out. Let's just say I'm having health issues of my own. Okay, that I'm trying to figure out.
Don't die on us, Vito.
I'm not gonna die, but I need some doctors to figure out why my body is falling apart. And I know everyone's gonna say, "Well, it's because you're a big fat piece of shit." Well, I am working on that, believe it or not. I've been working out every day, trying to lose some weight, and hopefully that'll help as well. And the other answer is, I got a lot of great ideas, but unfortunately, it's hard to figure out how to divide up my time. And part of my time right now, honestly, I have to sell all this crap because I'm drowning in it. So a lot of my time's been dedicated to organizing this shit I have and trying to clean up my life. I'm hoping when I'm done with all that I, have some space again and I can hopefully I'll have time again to, and obviously I'm working on the comic, which is my main priority. So, you know what? But I'm not making excuses. It's true. Vito's output sucks. I need to make good stuff. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I hear you guys.
The biggest problem is the best show. Like it's every Friday. I tune in.
I think I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I always am trying to find good podcasts to listen to. That's not true. I only listen to old episodes of the Howard Stern Show because I can't find a good podcast to listen to. It is impossible to find good banter. Just guys who have like fucking rhythm and can riff. And this show to me is a rare breed.
You guys do rule, and that's not blowing smoke up your ass. And I'm just joking about the parasocial shit. It's only funny because you're self-conscious about it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I am self-conscious about it. Look, we got a great show. I'm hoping we can get a couple more years out of it. And then I'm going to the top of the clock tower, and who knows what's going to happen.
Flying agreements. I've got you because you are one of the best nerds, and this is something that happens to me in my everyday life all the time. Is I hear people talk about stupid nerd stuff, and I only ever hear about it because you and Dick are riffing on it. Like it's a very strange problem, and I don't exactly know how to
The
articulate
problem
it.
is that you hear from us talking about nerd shit.
I'm only familiar with weird things, and then I hear other people talk about it, and I don't know how to bring up to them like what do I say? Like, oh, my friends, we're talking about it.
Yeah, you got to say my friends are talking about it. You can use that line. That's fine.
But, oh
Everybody
man,
does that.
It feels so strange though. But
I was talking to my buddy about this thing that's going on.
yeah, and he's such a fucking weirdo. I don't know why he's always watching Star Wars, but
yeah, my buddy's really obsessed with Star Wars. He's always talking about it. I think I do that same thing. It's better than saying my favorite racist podcaster was talking about this. You know?
you guys are so off with the racism. It's the perfect.
No, it's bad. I'm trying to tone it down. Look, in Trump's America, all rules are off. You can say anything about anything. It's crazy. It's nuts. Anthony Cumia has a syndicated radio program again.
Trump did a campaign rally at a college commencement. Whatever. Like, we live in the upside down. It's okay. I need a hot take from you though, and I didn't get to the point very quickly.
All right.
You saw my name. Have you seen Super, the movie?
The one with Ren Wilson?
Yeah.
I saw part of it. I never watched the whole movie.
Oh, god damn it. You failed me on the nerds.
It's good. I heard it's okay.
I think it's like one of the most criminally underrated movies ever.
Yeah. I like Ren Wilson, so
it's so funny and it hits so hard. I don't know. People can't do dark, and that sucks.
So your problem is that I haven't seen a Ran Wilson movie.
Well, I figured you'd seen it because you're the biggest nerd that I've ever come across.
I don't. You know what? The problem is everybody always thinks that I like see all these movies and shit. I just end up playing Balatro, and I have to stop doing that. So that's my biggest problem. Balatro is too addictive.
Vito, we love you. Don't kill yourself.
I'll try not to.
Listen to Dick, man. He's got great ideas for you, and
he has some good ideas.
You can execute.
I want to do the food videos. I want him to do the food videos with me. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Explain that to me. How does that look? Like with him doing them with you?
It would be I think it would have an interstitial thing. You know, it would be like I want to lead into it with like a skit, like we're at the In-N-Out, and he goes like, "Oh, these fries are terrible." And it's like that. Who's that gay guy who does that? I'm a retard and I explain everything. Isn't that the name of the show?
I'm not familiar. Tell me more.
He's a gay guy with glasses.
Okay.
He goes. Oh, Adam explains everything. I think it's called.
That dude sucks. Did you see him?
Yeah. I want to do that. I want to be that guy.
What if it's just a segment and you just do it on the show and like you're totally right. I used to work at Domino's, and you're totally right about the 555 thing.
The 555. It was hell.
I don't remember the number, but you could always tell when someone used it, and you could tell they were not going to tip you because they were poor assholes. So
yeah, certain demographic of people would order the 555. All right, I love you. Bye. Now we're talking about Domino's deep lore. Now we're talking about Domino's deep lore. Get out of here. Here's Rex Sexton.
Where?
Sweet green screen, bro. Looks good.
They're all in the room together.
How's it going, man?
Hanging in there. Unfortunately, I can't make it to Hackmania this year, so I hope you find.
Oh my God, guys! I do have to mention again, and thank you for reminding me. Go to hackmania.com. Tickets are still available. We know it's Mother's Day weekend, so we're trying to sell some last-minute tickets. All of you who hate your mothers and would rather spend it with us, use promo code BIGGEST, and Riley and me will be Jello wrestling, I think is what we've decided on, with knives in the Jello. Whoever finds the knife first inherits the podcast.
And bring your MILFs with you.
Yes. And bring a gun, because I don't know what. Well, wait, don't bring a gun to Hackmania. Actually, if you bring a gun, I'm pretty sure you'll get in trouble. Don't bring a gun to Hackamania. Also, there's karaoke on Thursday. No, the karaoke on Friday. I'm excited for karaoke. You know, Dick hates karaoke. He fucking hates it. It makes no sense. You know why Dick hates karaoke? Cause he's like a real singer, you know. I think he gets butt blasted when normal people try to have fun and make music. When he's like, I had to study how to make music, and I'm like, yeah, well, I just want to sing like Journey. So who gives a shit?
Yeah. Watch my live stream where I sit at the piano like Liberace.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
now
Dick likes.
from all his love of music, his ears are rotting out, and it's a bit of shit. No, that's horrible. Guys, pray for Dick. We need his ears to recover.
It's between that and screaming yeah into his own ears for.
I think the problem he had is like going to all these concerts and fucking Burning Man, whatever, all these loud places. And I've had people be like, you and Dick must be like really like hang out all the time or whatever. I'm like, no, because he always wants to go somewhere fucking loud. He's always like, we should go to this loud bar. Yeah, exactly. We should go to this loud bar. We should go to this loud rave. I'm like, it's gonna be loud. I enjoy quiet conversation. I want to go to the Magic card store. I want to argue about whether Lorwyn or Shards of Alara was the superior block constructed format. I don't want to hear a bunch of shit in my ears.
Yeah, just gentle whispers right up next to my face. That's what I want.
Shadow Cataclysm says Dick goes to loud places to avoid Vito. Well, he's done a fantastic job. I have no problem with that. Go to the loudest places you want. It seems like it's had repercussions, but what can you do? RX Saxon, what's the biggest problem in the universe?
You know, we're kind of flying off the cuff tonight. I didn't really prepare anything, but
yeah.
But to me, this is my biggest problem in the universe. Not even shitting you, so to speak, is poop anxiety. You know, this is literally like ruined relationships for me, and you know, and that's also why I'm just like this sexy, genius, wealthy 30-something all alone, hanging out with you guys on a Friday night. But it's primarily because I don't want women who are staying with me in whatever capacity to hear me shit my brains out every morning through the plywood door of my house. And as a man who has a curtain as his door, I can understand that you might feel the same way.
Here's how I feel, is I always go, here's why I've been living in my own place for at least, 6 years now, 7 years, is living the bachelor lifestyle. And I'll go to take a shit. And I like to scream while I shit. I really do. It's a very primal activity for me. I like to blast one out. I like to blast one out and go, oh, fuck. You know, just like, it comes out easier, honestly. It's like you really empty yourself out. If you're quiet,
not in that moment.
If you're a quiet shitter, I hate to see, you got to like scare the shit out of you. You got to really put your fucking your everything into it. You got to feel it.
You got it. Sometimes you got to pray too. You know.
You're
saying Hail Marys.
But if I had a girl living here, she'd be like, "Why are you always screaming in there?" And I get that a lot. Norm. I also, when I'm in the shower, I like to just kind of have a little bit of Tourette's and just like swear and yell like racial slurs at the shower, you know, just to get it out of my system in the morning.
Yeah. But
and I don't want a girl around because she's going to hear that.
Well, yeah, I'm more worried about her hearing me have house shaking farts and giant Poseidon's kisses plopping up.
I'm more worried about her hearing me call the shower the N-word. You know, just because I'm.
Man, that's a good
because I'm getting blasted. Because I'm getting blasted by the hot water. I'm like, you fucking nah, you know, and it's like it energizes me. It gets me ready for the fucking day.
That was a close one.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, you know,
my neighbors. I think my neighbors think I have Tourette's because I always have this window open and they just hear me yelling and screaming and it's horrifying.
I don't have a fan in my bathroom either, which is a gross oversight when they so I have to pull the window open.
I got to leave the window open.
There is a not greater
There's
than
a
50%.
there's a
chance
dampness
that
you got to
air
deal with it,
hearing-
and they're hearing it. They're hearing it. I don't know, and then but I never hear my neighbors shitting, so maybe I'm worried about nothing. I don't know.
I hear my neighbors, swear to God, my neighbors throw up every morning between the hours of 5:30 and 8:30.
I identify with that experience. I'm there with them.
I think they're bulimic, so probably not.
Yeah, I wish I had done bulimia. I just throw up for fun, just to be sure I can do it.
It clears everything out for the day. You shit.
This is the worst conversation. What the fuck am I doing? All right. I love you, Rex. Bye.
Peace.
Sometimes you just gotta. You know when you're doing improv? This is an improv thing they teach you when you're doing improvs. They go, sometimes you just gotta cut it. Hey, Finagi.
Oh, holy shit. Can you hear me?
How's it going, man? Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Finished work on the site, drinking my beer, taking my cum pills, ready for a
Nice.
weekend.
Lock and load.
Oh, I'm double
shooting.
Oh, you know it.
Wait, do you get those from PKA?
No, you get them from GorillaMine.com with
Hold on.
10.
Lock
10%.
and load pills. What the fuck do these do? Semen volume enhancer?
Oh, hell yeah. It makes it better for you, and that's all that matters during sex.
So you have more semen.
No, just more cum. There's no extra semen. They don't. This
It says
isn't for
heavily.
people.
It says heavily augmented semen volume. I'm looking at it right now.
Sorry, you're right. Semen, not sperm. My bad.
Heavily
bad there.
augmented semen volume, bolstered libido and projectile range. You know I'm a big fan of that. You know I'm a big fan of shooting as hard as you can. The light caps delivery system for greater enhanced bioavailability and streamlined 6 capsules. 6 capsules? You're gonna take 6 of these fuckers?
Hey, you used to have to take 9. That was for the early adopters.
Bro, you're taking 6 cum pills a day?
3 in the morning, 3 in the night, shooting 5 times a day. It's great.
You just do it on the days you're gonna have sex, or you do it every day?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question. Hello?
How big is it? Show me a pill.
All right, I'll open the new
Pull
bottle.
pull one of the pills out.
Don't worry, it's not a suppository. All right.
It's got a lot of shit in it. 3,500 milligrams sunflower lecithin, 200 milligram pygmium extract, 1,000 milligrams of adamantium. Why you? Okay, bro, that's like a horse pill. You're taking 6 fucking horse pills a day just to get more cum?
Yes.
There's got to be better ways to have more cum. I hate to say it.
Well,
I'm not to come down on PKA, because this was developed in collaboration with the PKA podcast. But don't they have like a lock and load mini? I like, just if I want like a little bit extra cum, I don't need a gorilla amount of extra cum.
You could. I got my personal trainer on them. If you take 2 a day, you get the benefits of about a 50% increased load. But also, the best part of these pills, you get more reloads in the tank and faster reloads. You know what I mean?
Okay, but are you using them to have sex, or are you using them to jerk off?
Why not both?
But I'm saying, like, why would you want to jerk off more? Do you want to jerk off more?
The answer is yes.
Why?
Shouldn't surprise. Why not? It feels great. Why would
I know it feels great, but it's like, okay, if I jerk off more than once a day, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm wasting time. There's got to be something else I could be doing. The idea of a pill that makes it so I can jerk off more, it sounds like a curse, frankly. The last thing I want is to go, oh, good, now I can go jerk off more. Like, that's horrifying.
Now I can spend more on tissue paper.
No, yeah, exactly. It's a burden.
I don't know. I choose to bear it so others can't. You know, somebody's got to take out all their stock. So,
okay. I can't wrap my head around this. I can't wrap my head around taking.
It's for sex and jerking off.
I know,
the
but
shitty
like
thing about having too high of a sex drive.
But if you already have too high of a sex drive, why would you want more of a sex drive?
I have problems, I guess, is the best answer, unfortunately. That's you got me down.
I'm not trying to get you down. I'm trying to
No, I mean,
understand.
like, you
Clearly,
pinned
this
me.
made sense at some point. Clearly, at some point, you woke up. I assume you were listening to the PK podcast. Is that what happened? You were listening to the podcast?
You know it.
And they said their pitch to you was, have you ever wanted to heavily augment your semen volume and bolster your libido and projectile range?
Yeah, and so I got it, and with the lady I was with at the time, made everything they said came true. From Woody's
Did she
boast.
like that you had augmented semen volume?
She didn't know. I took Woody's
Well, I
advice
mean,
there.
but like, was she like, wow, that was really, did she ever say to you, like, wow, you come a lot?
She took it as because we had been dating for about 6 months then, that out of nowhere she had gotten extra sexy out of nowhere. And the only thing I fucked up
She
then,
thought because you were producing more semen, it was because she had gotten sexier.
she thought she was the cat's pajamas, and
Yeah.
she and then she traded me in for a better person, so I kind of fucked myself there.
So, but at that point, at no point did it cross your mind, well, I'm not dating that girl, I can probably stop taking 6 cum pills every day.
Yeah, and then I waited until the next girl, and then those distances got longer. And once you've been on the sauce and really felt the longer loads, because it does take a little longer to get it all out, it feels so much better, unfortunately.
I know it feels better, but like eating a birthday cake every day probably feels pretty good to a guy who likes birthday cake. But at a certain point, you go, I'm wasting a lot of time, and it's probably not healthy to be eating all this birthday cake.
I mean, when
Like,
you use the
I
birthday
get that it feels good, but like,
when you use the birthday cake analogy, you're
Yeah.
100% correct. But
Alright.
everything in this supplement is in other supplements that people take to get fit and do better in life, zinc, other things. So, frankly,
Dirty
I'm making
Dalish,
myself
Dirty Dalish is in
healthier.
the chat. Dalish, you're a professional a woman of sexiness. Tell us how you feel. Like, are you, when a guy is just coming buckets, what does that add to you? I want to know because I don't get it. And it is true, Vito is scared of cum. That is canonical. That one of my problems was, I'm like, it's so gross that, like, I wish you could come and just like a little pill comes out and you just could dispose of it gently. Like if a little like capsule came out of your dick and you could just gently dispose of it in a wastebasket, I would find that infinitely preferable to
People would
giant
sell
waves of
the
cum.
people would sell those for other people. I guess you're making jobs then.
I don't know why you have now invented a science fiction community where people use their cum pills to barter. I don't know why that's where your mind immediately went, but sure.
There's a lot of freaks when you live in a big
Vito,
city.
if that happened, they would probably use those as money. I guess you got a point. I guess you got a point there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I can't say don't do it. Do what feels right, baby. Lock
Feels the
and
best.
load. That's a hell of a endorsement, I gotta say.
Yeah, 2 bottles full.
Okay, so it's
more.
and it's $60 for how many pills?
You get 90. No, it's not
90.
90 anymore. It's 120.
How much are you
I believe.
spending a month on cum pills?
All right, 180 pills. Every 4 months, I'll buy myself 2 bottles. Because
$120, so you're paying about $600 a month, maybe, or a year.
Yeah. Which, look, I wouldn't tell my dad I'm spending $600 a month on.
No, but you would tell an audience of thousands of strangers, so.
Yeah, my dad will never get this. Don't worry.
Dirty Dalish wants to know, have you ever heard of edging?
That's too much work.
I gotta say, Dalish, what are you talking about? You've never been a guy. No real man wants to edge. It's the worst idea in the world.
I want the job. Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, we want to come. We don't want to. A guy who gets off on, oh, what if I didn't come? That man is actually insane.
I'm a man who likes to finish a job.
Good luck with your lock and load, my friend. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you for having me on.
I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah.
Fascinated. All right, ladies. You know where to find him. Actually, I don't know where to find him. Let's talk to Captain Blackbeard. How's it going, man?
It's black bread. I've been here before.
Oh, black bread. Sorry, I should have.
That's cool.
That.
Everybody gets it wrong. You know, if you don't like me, you can just call me Blackbeard anyway, and it's cool. Anyway, yeah. Now the only thing on my mind is the big cum. Like that dude looked greasy. Like he just finished beating off right before the call.
It seemed like he didn't want to talk about it, but I was like, well, you're not dating anyone. He's like, no. I'm like, so you're taking cum pills just so you can jerk off a lot? Like, it's got to be some other pill you could take. Like, how about art pills that make you go do some art or something creative?
Yeah, you know what? Why not? God, I'd love some fucking art pills.
I don't think the lock and load pills, I think when they came up with them, it was specifically like, yeah, you can, cream pie the hell out of your lady. I don't think they were like, in case you just want to jerk off a lot. I don't think that was part of it, but, it's each their own.
Well, you make your money somehow, and maybe you don't hate your demographic all the time. And I think that happens with a lot of people.
I don't want these pills. If these pills are in Vito's booty, I'm not taking them.
They're not suppositories, man.
No offense to PKI, but even though I am a man who is interested in the idea of shooting as far as you can go, I'm not going to take 6 giant ass pills every day. They're not little pills. If it was one little pill, if it was one little pill, I would almost wrap my head around it. I go, okay, one little pill. But the idea that you're sitting there scarfing cum pills, I don't get it. I can't get this.
What happens if you take too many of them? Do you just die of being filled full of cum? You got to get it out. Like,
you overload your body. Yeah, that would be bad. Hold on, real quick. I just wanted to say, Vito's Lost Cat is also. How much of our audience has the lock and load pills? What is going on? What is wrong with you fucking degenerates?
Number of people.
What number of? Okay, well that was not something. Captain Blackbread, what is the biggest problem in the universe?
Well, I've been thinking about what to call this, but we'll just call it the big slow van fallacy. So
yeah,
I got 2 vehicles. One of them is a 91 Astro. Admittedly, they're not very fast, at accelerating, but you can sit pretty easily at 80, go a little faster if you want.
Sure.
I have a pop top, and for some reason, because I have a pop top on there, like a camper van, people feel the need to go around me no matter how fast I'm going. So if I'm going, let's say allegedly 85, people are still trying to get around me going 100. Like they feel the need. They need to be around, not behind me. I don't fucking get that.
I hate the guys who got to be 1 car length ahead. I never understood that. It's like I'm like, dude, we're in the same amount of traffic. Do you really need to be in front of me? And then everybody behind you, you keep getting I gotta get ahead. I gotta get ahead. It's too much. Duh.
And then he merges over 2 lanes and exits.
Right? It's all bullshit.
Yeah. That's pretty much, in my opinion, the biggest problem in the universe is these assholes that have to get around me because they're like, he's got the thing on top.
I got it. Car problem. I love you, Black Bread. That wasn't going anywhere new, unfortunately. Like I said, sometimes you got to go. All right, we're there. We got it. Cat Abyss, what's going on?
What a player. Hey, Vito, where's the food lore videos? We need the food lore.
I have an editor who said he'll do them. I got to write them and I got to record the voiceover.
Well, we need them. Also, I blocked you on Twitter just to get ahead of everyone. Max
Fair
Cool,
enough.
that is an L name, and the AI avatar sucks.
What should I change it to?
I don't know, something that's like your personal brand.
Max Cool.
You liked fucking John Dishwasher.
John Dishwasher. Maybe I should change it to John Dishwasher.
You might as well. I kind of thought every week
I'm changing my name to John Dishwasher
just to see what just to get a spoiler.
The problem is when I change my profile name, I also have to change my my profile picture. So I have to do it at the same time.
Oh, that's right. You have to do it like every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
So I got to figure out what John Dishwasher would look like. I think John Dishwasher is he's a time traveler.
All right, do it. But yeah,
I don't know how to.
Fucking Max
I don't know.
Sucks.
I don't know how to express that in John Dishwasher.
Max Cool is a goddamn Maddox character. That's where I think I don't like it.
I think I found my picture of John Dishwasher. Hold on, real
Let's
quick.
do it.
Let me
Let's
see.
see it.
Can I share this? Let me see. Present screen. And is this it?
While you're
I think
presenting, I'm going to talk about my biggest problem: the hobby death
what do you
spiral.
think about this guy?
A little emaciated. I mean, for the story, it works.
I want to run him
Like,
through
absolutely.
that. I want to run him through that Studio Ghibli filter. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Ghibli him.
Fuck, what's he look like? The new guy? Like, if he was a time traveler, absolutely.
I think he's an. Here's the deal. I think John Dishwasher is a guy washing dishes, right? And hold on one second. I'm trying to take a screen capture of this. I think it's a Terminator type situation where he was the savior of the human race, but the timeline has been altered, where he's now stuck as John Dishwasher, and he starts having these dreams of the timeline in which he originally was the savior of the human race.
I do like alternate timeline stories where you're in the fucked up timeline. Like Diablo 4 takes place in a fucked up timeline.
You're in the
where
bad time.
The demon. Yeah. Where are you at in Belatro? What stake are you doing?
Like which
the money one. Like the difficult. You got the cards with the decks, but under it you got the how hard it is, because that's kind of how you measure.
Yeah, but don't you unlock a different how hard it is for each one?
Yeah, every time you beat it. So you haven't been. Well, tell us about what you're doing on Belatro.
No one wants to hear about what I'm doing in Belatro.
We do. No, Belatro's big. Belatro
I have red stake unlocked. Red stake.
Okay, that's pretty good.
The next deck I need to unlock is I need to win with green stake. I have the Zodiac deck unlocked. How did you get me talking about Belatro? Stop. Nobody wants to hear this. This is terrible. What's the biggest problem in the universe? What's the biggest problem in the universe?
Chat wants to hear about your cum. How big are your loads?
They're pretty. I think they're like already pretty big. That's the thing. Is I don't think I need load pills.
Right? Because you're like a pretty nutritious guy, and I think like
I eat a lot, so I got a lot of something there to put in there. And let's be clear. I mean, the reason I'm horrified by dick pills is when I was younger. Thankfully, it's finally started to drop off. Okay. But in my 20s,
you could take them as a bet.
I was like,
discuss Masterson.
I just always was like, is there ever going to be a day that I just get older and I don't just want to jerk off?
Imagine it was like just there comes a week where you're like, I haven't jerked off in a week. God, I'm 60 now.
I did once say I want to see if you can not jerk off for a week, and I did do it. And I was actually happy that I had the stamina to do so.
No, I can't do it.
But yeah, it used to really be like I loved it too much, and I had to stop.
Okay, so the biggest problem is the hobby death spiral. Every hobby has to get monetized. Oh, I like going on walks. Now you're a walking influencer. Here's my walking journey. You fucking take dick pills. Now you're going on podcasts talking about how big your loads are, telling everyone like it's getting out of hand, and you can't really enjoy anything. So that's the biggest problem.
Too many hobby people.
Yeah, too many and hobby influencers. Yeah, I guess that's it.
I fucking hate them. Actually, I don't even know what you're talking about. You basically influencers is your problem.
No, just
because there's influencers of everything.
But their personality is based off a hobby. Okay, let me get personal. I have one eye. This eye's fake, but I'm not like hey, my brand is having one eye, and every time I see a one eye person on fucking TikTok, they're all, hey, look at me, eyeball, and it disgusts me.
Wait, there's a one-eyed community on TikTok?
No, it's not a community. Every single person who has one eye, that is their entire personality. Eye jokes.
Really?
Yeah, every single one.
Hey, real quick, I'll
try to find them. I'll try to find them and send.
Is that really a fake? Is that really a fake eye?
This is a fake eye. Let's see if I can poke this shit out for stream. I usually never take this out because it disgusts me.
I don't know if we're allowed to show.
There was a dick on your shit earlier, bro. Come on, this is just me.
I was just gonna say, Tony from Active Movies famously hate. I can't show. All right, thank you. It's probably not a good idea. It's probably not good. I wanted him to stab out his eye for Tony because that's Tony's favorite thing. Tony, there was a guy who you can stab him in the eye and nothing even happens. Think about that. There's Mr. Abstruse. How's it going? Doing an excellent job there hiding his face. How's it going, man? You really goofed that one up.
Yeah, I fucked that up, didn't I?
How's it
Oh
going,
man.
buddy? How's
All
it
right,
going?
listen. Biggest problem in biggest problem in the universe
Yeah,
is closeted gay men.
closeted gays won't come out of the. Did I lose
Talk
connection
about
or did
how
you?
they
Oh, there
want
we
to have
are.
gay sex with you, and then they just delete the message. It's very, very bad.
There's a lot of that.
It's
There's a
it's
lot of
awful,
guys who
man.
don't want to admit what's going on.
Unironic, biggest problem is vet bills. Vet bills are the worst, dude.
Yep. This
They're
fat
the worst.
motherfucker refuses to drink enough water, and it has resulted in me having to buy the fancy medicated cat food to keep him alive. So
Okay,
all
so I
your
just
all
adopted
your
a
super
cat.
chat, half your super chats end up going to keeping this cat alive because he doesn't know how to drink water.
I just
Why
I
won't
just
you drink
adopted
water?
this guy,
Aw,
and
hey
he has an
buddy.
autoimmune disorder, bro.
That sucks.
And he's gonna have to have medicine like the rest of his life.
Well, you know what? They are a lot of fun. Oh my god, that is a cute cat though.
I know, right, dude? His
What
name's
kind of
George
what kind what kind of
Washington.
medicine does he got to take? Autoimmune medicine? Is
Don't
it
really
actually
know yet.
expensive?
We took him to the vet, and they gave him some antibiotics and some steroids, and we're like, "Come back in 2 weeks." Your cat
Yeah.
has an autoimmune disorder. If it doesn't get any better, just come back in 2 weeks.
Well, I got to
And
be
so,
honest. I feel kind of
yeah.
bad because this guy, the doctor's like, you have to give him this special cat food and nothing else. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how much this motherfucker likes to eat. And he's like, well, he can't have anything. But I do, man. When I get like fast food, he's like, "Can I get some of them chicken nuggets?" I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah, I'm
don't do
pretty sure
that,
you can have."
Vito. What are you
I give him a
doing, dude?
tiny piece of chicken.
Don't do that.
He seems all right.
You
He's
can
eating
listen, dude, listen.
everything else he eats is the medicated cat food.
Go to your local grocery store and go up to like the seafood counter and just buy a couple shrimp. It's super cheap, and you
Well, the
can
problem is that they don't get enough. They don't get enough water. A lot of male cats don't know how to drink enough water and
put
get enough
fucking
water
water
in
in
their
this
diet.
food, dude.
Yeah,
And
you
what'll
can
help,
just
dude,
dump water on the water tray
get
on the food
get
tray.
one of these.
I have that. Yeah, I got the
Yeah,
fountain.
Oh yeah, oh I fucking have that.
All
I
right.
jerk
Well,
off my
now it's
cats. I'm a fucking pedophile.
now
Fuck
it's
you. I'm
a
gonna throw
cat
piss on you.
stream. What are you gonna do? Nobody wants a cat stream, right, Mud? Nobody wants a cat stream. Nobody wants a cat stream. Let's all just appreciate Mud for a little bit. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? You feeling good? Guys, get yourself a cat. Don't forget to get yourself Hackamania tickets. Hackamania.com. Use promo code biggest. And you too could join the fun. Let's talk to Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going, Vito?
It's going good. How you doing, buddy?
How's my audio? Is it all right?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, I don't feel like being on cam, so I'll just make this quick.
Okay.
The biggest problem in the universe is pizza boxes.
You know what? You're right. 100%. They're too big.
Yeah.
Have you seen
boxes,
the pizza box that like can actually get cut in half or whatever?
Pizza boxes are by far the most obnoxious form of packaging to get rid of.
Bro, how is this not? And I guess Domino's did this. Like, how is this not just what every pizza box is? Can I share this?
So like I usually try to recycle my pizza boxes, and I recently got a letter from the city saying that I'm not allowed to recycle them, so I have to throw them away.
Recycled pizza box? Oh, well, you got to put them in the trash.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can't just throw them in the trash. Like, you have to fold them into like origami shapes and then fucking pin them down to the ground like you're trying to win a wrestling match.
Bro, we have perforation technology. This is what I don't get. Is like, it should be so easy for them to just perforate the pizza box so I can rip it in half. And look, Domino's was doing it, and then what happened? They like stopped doing it.
Pizza boxes are like the cockroaches of the packaging world.
Yeah.
Like they're oversized, they're awkwardly shaped, they're disgusting, they're hard to get rid of, and if you don't get rid of them immediately, you just end up with more.
Look at this. You just cut out these sides right here, so you have this little strip, and then it just folds over perfectly. This should be at every fucking every pizza place.
So
Like, ain't Cowboys going every garbage bag, well, the big box put in the bag. No, the problem is when you're a lonely bachelor, Ink Cowboy probably has a big fat wife, and his big fat wife eats all the pizza, so he's just got to throw the box out. Okay. The problem is when you're a guy like me, I eat half the pizza, then I got half a pizza left. And then what am I going to do? I got to put it in the fridge. Well, I don't want to put a whole fucking pizza box in the fridge. I wish I could have half a pizza box.
Yeah, so fuck pizza boxes, vote it up. And actually, before I go, there's one more thing. Last week on the show, like right toward the end of the show, you had something that you wanted to talk about, and Dick cut you off and said to bring it up as a problem this week. Do you remember what that was?
Oh, man, I almost do. I wanted to talk about...
Because I was listening to that, and it was killing me. I was like, I got to know what it is. But Dick was being a whiny bitch about it, so... And by the way,
I'll go back
soon, Dick.
I'll go back. Everyone, prayers for Dick in the chat. Guys, the only thing that's going to bring Dick back to life is your super chats. Okay, all super chats go to the Dick Masterson Eardrum Memorial Fund. So please make sure to do that. And we're all praying for him. Thank you, Mike.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, bye-bye. Here comes our good friend Alphonse, who has a little critter, a little buddy. I can hear
I
you.
got another animal for the animal stream. This is Long John. He wants to say hello to everybody.
Hi, Long John. Look at that little guy. You know what?
He's
I love
rambunctious right now.
We really are the pedo community when it come down to it. All
I love
my
being
favorite,
a pedo, man.
all the pedos are here tonight and are killing it. I thought I did write it down, but I guess I didn't. Tonight's a pedo stream, my friends.
You bet.
Wants. And you got a nice little mustache there too, huh?
Little? Fuck off.
Did you purposefully wear a shirt that matches your bedspread? Do you coordinate that normally?
Almost. Yeah. I do that. That's my thing.
Well, Alphonse, what is I got a question for you. What is the biggest problem in the universe?
Biggest problem in the universe is end of a long day, nothing went your way. You're coming home and it's fucking bullshit. And you get home and you like see something.
Can't find your
on the edge of the counter.
Yep.
You gotta yeah, sure. All this bad shit's happened to you. You gotta pick something up and you go to pick it up and it just slips out of your hand. And it's the last thing that fucking day, and you want to kill yourself. That's the biggest problem in the universe.
Dropping your dogs.
Your shit.
Dropping your dogs. Oh, I scared Mud. I'm sorry, Mud. It's like, why are you being so loud? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Well, Alphonse, I want to wish you and your little critter a beautiful night.
Peace,
there
y'all.
He is. Aw. I gotta get a little guy. I gotta get a little thing. All right, what time is it? We're still going. I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time. We had the queue has freed up a little bit, so if people want to try and get in here, they can. But first, we're gonna talk to Dayman.
Hey Vito, what's up, buddy?
What's going on with you, brother?
It's election day here in Australia, so.
Oh, you guys gonna take the guns away again?
Pisses me off.
You guys gonna take the porn away again? You gonna take away the video games again? What are the Australians getting rid of this time?
We're doing a digital ID. We're banning people off social media. All sorts of things.
Something's wrong with you guys.
Oh, it's so wrong.
What is it about the Australian mindset that's like, I just want to prevent everyone from doing everything?
I don't know. It's safetyism.
It's it is safetyism. It's like rampant. You guys got to elect a different set of people.
They tried that last time.
Yeah.
All these greenies got in.
How's your country feeling about Trump? Do they like him or they don't like him?
I think some people like him and some people think he's a dickhead.
I mean, your problem is your country is fucked with the shipping and the anything because you're like in the middle and you're like an island. Like anytime I got to ship anything to somebody in Australia, you guys end up paying like $30-40 extra. I would think you would hate Trump.
I know, Vito, because when Super Kill is finally ready, I'm going to have to pay another.
You're going to have to pay a fortune. I hate to tell you. It's funny. Everybody goes, Vito, why didn't you just charge for shipping? It's not a big deal. And then every week I get a different. I either see a news story or I get a message from another creator or something. And they go, oh man, I got fucked on shipping. I'm about to lose like $20,000 on shipping. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. I know crowdfunding. I know how shipping, like everybody thinks I'm just like a spiteful asshole. No, shipping, it will bankrupt people. I got a guy, he's like, I thought I could ship stuff to Canada, and it would cost the same as shipping it to America, but it's extra $20 per package. And I'm like, hey, what are you gonna do? Should have listened to Vito. Should have charged it separate. And the other cool thing about charging it separate is, you know, the people who are pissed at me, and they go, "Oh, I'm not paying for shipping. Fuck that guy." I get to keep their money, and I don't have to send them anything because they haven't paid for the shipping yet. You know, so everybody I've pissed off, and they're like, I'm not going to pay them. I'm like, that's awesome. I get to keep their comic. I'm not on the hook to send it to them because they didn't pay for shipping. I get to just keep it and sell it to somebody else. It works on multiple levels.
But then you'll have too much inventory backing up and you'll need to get a warehouse.
I can sell all this shit. Come on. I'm going to be at the Comic-Cons. Actually, my taxes were all fucked up. So, like, right before the year ended, I had to buy all this garbage for when I go to the comic conventions. I buy like the big vinyl stand and the cash box and the whatever else. So we'll be at the Comic Cons. It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Dayman, what's the biggest problem in the universe?
Tax simps.
Tax simps.
Yeah. So with this election, like everyone's like, oh, that's gonna cost this, and use our taxpayer money on that. Or, you know, well, we need more tax revenue from rich people. And I'm just like, why are we have such a hard on for collecting tax and then spending it on fucking rubbish?
Yeah.
Let people have their money and the product of their labor and fucking do with it as they will. The government in Australia especially tries to do way too much.
Yeah, other countries, see, I am blessed to be in America. I'm pissed at, like, California's raising my taxes. It sucks. This show is a blessing and a curse because to do the show, I have to remain in California because this is where Dick Masterson lives and this is where the studio lives. But my taxes keep going up. My rent just went up. My rent went up another $100 a month today. And I'm going to call my landlord and be like, all right, well, you got to come fix my bathroom door. So the bathroom door might get fixed because now I have the window of, if you're going to take an extra $1,200 from me, you got to fix some of my shit. But yeah, the taxes are bad. I can't imagine what it's like for you guys. You guys are already I can't. Well, how can Australia have taxes? You're already getting fucked by the rest of the world with everything. Everything that gets imported there. I don't know how. Like people are bringing up, you got like albums hanging behind you. What does it cost you to buy an album?
$50 Australian, maybe up to 100 if it's like a special edition. So what do you call that? Like maybe $60 American.
Maybe it's a blessing though, because here in America we're just drowning in trash we don't need. In Australia, it feels like everything you own has like a purpose.
We got cheap Chinese shit too.
But I'm just saying, you don't have a wall of video game consoles.
But I have a mortgage and a house. Like I've got a room for that shit.
Yeah. That's true. And I'm just drowning in
my mortgage kind of
tiny
doubled.
apartment.
So you know, my wage didn't double, but my mortgage doubled.
Well, I hope that you guys figure it out.
We'll see.
Australia,
we'll at least know who won by like tonight, unlike you guys, where it takes California 17 weeks to count every ballot.
Well, because we all like 1 year we steal it, and the next year the next guys steal it. There's like a lot of stealing that has to get sorted out. You guys don't do as much of that.
Yeah, there's other like shit fuckery,
Yeah.
but not so much of the blatant steal, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. It's fun. Like it's kind of like election day in America is like a holiday. It's kind of like Halloween. You like put on costumes like a UPS worker or like a ballot worker, and then you go to the polling station in your costume and everybody's wearing like different costumes. You try to like just grab some votes and like put them in the wrong box, or like if you can grab a box of them and run out the door, you get to keep it. It's like a game we've invented. It's very fun.
The shit fuckery that has been happening is two different candidates have been putting their posters in Chinese, and they're not allowed to do that. And they're just like,
oh, you're not allowed to make Chinese posters.
Yeah,
because that'll get Chinese guys to vote for you.
I guess
it has to be. It has to be in English.
But they're like importing people hand over fist, like 1 million people or something in the last year. We only have 25 million people here.
Hey, where else are the Chinese going to buy up property? It's their favorite thing to do. They're doing it here. I'm telling you, come to my fucking neighborhood. Actually, there's like a street fair going on. I should go check out. There's fucking outside my house right now. The second I turn off this stream, I'm gonna walk out into fucking little Tokyo, basically, because they got Chinese paper lanterns hanging out, and they always got a stage. And there's always a bunch of little Chinese girls on the stage wearing those like red costumes or whatever. They're like kung fu looking things. And they're going, And then sometimes there'll be like one like Chinese man sing along with him, and he goes dong yong yong chi on the yong ka yo chung kong da, and then the fucking dragon comes out. So that's what I'm doing tonight, I guess. It's kind of fun, but every time I try to sing, they tell me I don't know the lyrics, and I'm not allowed to just make them up. Because I'll be in the audience, and I'll be like, "This is fun," and I go, "Chi on da yo da yo ding on ja ya yin kong tong kong chi on da," and then they're like, "Sir, you are not allowed to sing along." I don't know. There's all these
appropriating
rules.
their culture.
I like the dragon. Why can't I also sing the dragon song? Not everybody knows every song.
That's true.
I'm doing my best. Thank you, Dayman. Good luck with the election.
worries.
Here's my good friend and notorious comic book thief, Johnny Rocket. Hello, Johnny.
Yo, 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 fuck you. My biggest problem is you fat piece of shit.
My problem is Johnny Rocket is basically acting like Eric July. He's
You are no Eric July, you
about
fat
he's crying about a little hiccup.
No, Indiegogo.
Oh, Indiegogo took all the money. I can't get the money. The money's just gone, guys.
You're a piece of shit.
It's just gone. Oh, what can I do?
Freak out because you're
Guys, Indiegogo took the money, guys. It's like completely out of my hands. So here's the thing: is remember when Eric July he like took everybody's money with PayPal and then he started crying because PayPal froze the funds. When you're like, bro, just talk to PayPal, and like obviously they're not going to keep the money, you know, like just sort it out. But then Johnny Rocket cries and cries about Indiegogo stole everybody's money, all the money's gone. And it's like, bro, just get the money and give it back to people. It's not a big deal. Johnny, go ahead.
Eat shit.
Johnny, what? Go ahead.
Oh, you're
All right. Well, that was Johnny Rocket, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Shut Up Crime has already been here, so I'll give you 2 seconds.
No, one more. Dude, the only thing I forgot to sell you on was the best thing about Super is Elliot Page rapes Rainn Wilson.
Well, now I'm hooked. Thank you, sir. I'm going to check out Super with Rainn Wilson. I do want to see that movie. I've heard good things. Jax Peters is here. Hello, Jax.
What's going on, man? I like
How's it going?
I like your Maddox level studio background where you have all your shipping boxes and shirts and stuff.
I'm trapped in a nightmare of my own creation, Jax Peters. Look, I'm trying to get rid of all this crap. Here's what I need you guys to do. I'm dead serious. I'm selling all this crap. Okay? Here's the link. Whatnot.com. I know I keep giving the link, but nobody is signing up. Okay, here it is. Can I get it? Can I show it? Go to whatnot.com/invite/Vito comedy. I am going to be selling my video games. I am going to be selling
pornography.
My child. No, that is in a special folder, and no one will ever find. Hold on. Why can't I not show this? Anyway, I need this stuff gone. Guys, so please buy my stuff. It is very important to me. But yes, it is true that I live in like a Maddox. Maddox had, here's why Maddox was bad though. Is Maddox this is like stuff that has like value. Maddox had like dumb T-shirts that no one would ever want at all. It was moronic. Look, here's what I got. Look at this. I have I got Nintendo game packs. I still have Foundations collector's boosters.
You just said that and then the Vito plush.
Not to mention the Vito plush toy.
T-shirt?
It is currently available. Everyone's buying the Vito plush toy. I'm running out of Vito plush toys. There are like 20 of these left, and then it's done. Look, 20 Vito plush toys available. That's it.
With the tariffs, you're never going to get them again.
Well, don't actually buy them on Whatnot. For those, go to killdozer.industries, guys. Don't forget that you can get the Vito plush toy from killdozer.industries, and then I don't have to give them 10%. And you also will save on shipping if you do that. Also on killdozer.industries, don't forget about the Vito pin set, a set of 5 delightful enamel pins featuring your favorite Vito scenarios. And, of course, the beloved card game Enemy Weapon, which is only another $5 if you want a signed copy. Don't forget to get yourself a signed copy of Enemy Weapon. So that's what we're doing. Everyone buy my shit, because otherwise I'm gonna drown in it. It's killing me. It needs to be gone. Get it out of here. Look, what is any of this? Why do I have this?
Can I interrupt your showing and do my problem? Can I do my problem right here? I know you sell t-shirts.
This is a full box of G.I. Joe trading cards. No human needs this, Jax. Do your problem.
All right. Well, my problem is helicopter parents.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this?
I am aware of the term helicopter parents. It's usually used to refer to very involved parents.
Yeah, people like Kobe Bryant. He was a terrible helicopter parent. He had his kid in a helicopter, and then his daughter blew up into a million pieces. Here's Kobe Bryant, ripped in half.
I have to mute Jax because I don't want to steal his joke. If he does the joke, I can't steal it. Jax, do the rest of the joke. That's fantastic. That's the best joke I've heard all day.
Oh, you lagged out there. I don't think I'm going to do your joke. I haven't really thought about this bit. Notice how when I did this bit, I didn't say,
this is a great stand-up bit. This is a great stand-up bit. I want you to get on stage at a comedy club and go, I'm just so tired of helicopter parents. You know, like Kobe Bryant. Done. And then walk off stage. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I just opened you Interrogator. Is that your favorite? Is that your favorite? Am I lagging or are you lagging?
I think it's I don't. It must be. Okay, we're back. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes I have problems. It's a great stand-up bit. Helicopter parents. You know who else was a bad helicopter parent? You know who else was a bad helicopter parent? Oh fuck, what's the guy? Landis. What's the name? Landis director. What's the Brian Landis? John Landis. John Landis was a terrible. No, Vic Morrow was not the helicopter parent in that scenario. John Landis was, I'm gonna say. John Landis also murdered children with a helicopter, so
nice. Okay. Yeah, it's a huge
that did not deserve a nice. That was an incorrect response to that, Jax.
You put these people on helicopters and then they burn up and get cut in half. It's that simple.
Nice.
Use a fucking plane or a car.
Use a regular mode of transportation. I agree, and I think Jax keeps breaking up. Thanks, Jax. You had a little bit of a lag there, my friend. Our good friend Chuckster is here. What's up, Chuck? God damn, look at that nice full head of hair you got there, huh?
Yeah.
You
what's it called?
motherfucker. You
My
piece
barber
of
charges
shit.
me double. I get charged double for it.
You should. Do you like G.I. Joe trade? Why did I open these? These are trash. Trash. These will be given out tonight on Whatnot. Let's do a stream, maybe. Chuck,
Nice.
what's been going on, man?
Doing well. Big fan of the show. Vito, I know all this stuff happens and everything. There's always drama with the biggest problem in the universe, but hey, I'm always here. I love both you and Dick. You guys are always providing great entertainment. I'm not chronically online, so I have a normal life, and I
get a lot of guys. I've realized what happens is there's a certain segment of the audience who thinks it's their job to gaslight me into believing I'm crazy, and I get it now. I get it. You're all doing shtick. You're trying to make me second guess myself and everything else, and I reject it. I'm always right. I've always been right. I'm the reason people watch the show. Let's be clear. Dick, he's there. He's good. He helps keep a conversation moving, but it's Vito File Nation from here to the end of time, and we all know it, and we all accept it, and we all love it.
Of course. What's it called? You're the reason why I actually started watching Dick Masterson, because of the biggest problem. So it's like, you're the reason. So
there you go.
The money I give him is because of you.
Well, you feel free to give me some of that money, and now he needs the money for his shit pit and his kid, and that man is having more fucking problems. Now his ears exploded, so who knows what the fuck's going on. Somebody says Titan submersible parents are almost as bad as helicopter parents. I understand that reference. Don't put your kids on a submarine. Chuck, do you have a biggest problem in the universe?
I do, and I call it into actually unironically just non-standardized sizes of shirts. I swear, it's just the biggest problem, because it's like, you buy a shirt on Amazon, a large, okay, fits perfectly. You go to Dick Masterson's store, the Dick Show, you buy a large there, and holy shit, this thing's so fucking tight. And then it's like, Yeah, it's like, wow. It's like, why is this shirt so tight when it's a large, when this one's also large? Like, why don't we have standardization? It's been what we made making t-shirts since what, the 50s? No one's agreed on something?
I need also on every like shirt, you know, when you go to buy it, there needs to be like a little detail, like, is this a nipple shower? You know? I want to know, like, it should say, warning, this fabric will adhere to the exact outline of your nipple 100%, and there's nothing you do about it. That should be listed as part of the shirt. Because I buy a shirt and I go, this is a great shirt, and I put it on and I feel like a titty monster. I feel like I'm ready to go to the strip club. Okay, it's like I'm wearing nothing at all. It's a problem.
Yeah, and it's like a white shirt. It's like a Russian roulette on that one. It's like, is it going to be see-through or is it going to be thick enough that you won't see the tits? Like, oh man.
And then you get these guys who like try to make excuses where they go, dick shirts are tight, show off your pecs. No doughboys allowed. Guys, I hate to tell you that tonight we have seen what the average Dick Masterson biggest problem viewer looks like. Now, a couple guys are looking trim, but for the most part, no, not at all. I hate to say it. There's more Vitos in the audience than Dick Mastersons. And even Dick Masterson is not a flat-chested individual.
Well, I mean, Dick did say one time he was making fun of the honest when he's running. I think he was selling the 50-foot tall, like fat woman shirt, and he's like, way too many triple XLs, you guys, way too many. So we know how many fat guys are Dick fans, dickheads.
Yeah. I want to add that the Niggler just ran off to do something, and I wanted to catch him embarrassingly as he did so, but unfortunately, I missed him. He'll be back. He's like, ooh, I got to go get something before I get on the live stream. Here, let's fuck with him.
Hello?
All right, that was the Niggler. We'll get back to him in a second. Anyway, Chuck, you're very right. Very correct. We gotta standardize these shirts. And again, yeah, you gotta tell me if it's a titty twister or not. If it's a titty shower or a titty hider, if I gotta wear an undershirt with the shirt, you gotta tell me. Thanks,
Agreed.
Chuck. That was Chuck, everybody. That was Chuck. Who I pressed the wrong button. Let me see. Alphonse.
I got another problem, man. I didn't think of it before, but it's a big one.
Okay.
And you kind of touched on the show, but the downfall of Jack Black. He was so fucking funny, man. HBO, that shit was good. Even Pick of Destiny, Tropic Thunder was the last good thing. And then, you're such a piece of shit now.
I think the thing with Jack Black is like, you can only do so many of those fucking family movies before your brand is just, I'm that guy who makes family movies, you know? Like even Adam Sandler occasionally switches it up and does something kind of fucked up and weird. Jack Black is overdue for doing something fucked up and weird. Like Jack Black needs to do like one serious art house film and then he could come back.
Yeah, somewhere he's just totally in charge and we just get the pure raw energy. It's kind of like old early 2000s like random humor that he likes, which might be kind of dated, but maybe it'd be good.
Have him play like a serial killer. And
that would be perfect.
Not be funny at all.
Nice.
Maybe he could sing a little song while he's killing a lady. That would be okay.
You are writing songs and you got to get Dick working on those songs with you.
I have a great, you know what? Maybe I'll play it because Dick refuses to listen to it. I don't know what I thought.
Let's hear that song, buddy.
I don't know how I can play it. Let me see. I'd have to load in it. I'll do it later. I have a great idea for a song. I don't want to spoil it. All right, thanks, Alphonse. Look at this guy.
Hey,
look at this guy.
Hey, look at this guy over here. He's fucking. Sorry, I gotta wet my whistle. Thank you.
How's it going? Niggler?
It could be better. I got a problem. My problem is having to defend a friend.
Right.
Yeah. Cause like it's kind of getting hard to like be a Vitophile these days. I feel like the stocks are a little low. What do you have against my friend Johnny Rocket?
Well, I just think he should stop stealing everybody's money on Indiegogo.
You have proof of that?
He should just give it back.
I think you should just stop grooming kids too.
Well, yeah, but I can do that, and he can give everybody back their comic book money. It's not a big deal.
All right.
All I said was, Johnny, just get the money back from Indiegogo. It'll take you 10 seconds. Just talk to them, send them an email, get the money and refund it. It's not a big deal.
Okay, you send them an email. And what happens when they don't do anything?
Well, everybody should just do a chargeback on their credit card at that point. It hasn't been 3 months, right?
We should.
Has he told everybody to do a chargeback on their credit card?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, that's one of those steps you could take that's like very common sense, is tell
Okay.
everyone, hey, if Indiegogo has your money, here's how to file a chargeback on your credit card.
All right, that's constructive.
That is constructive. I agree.
Mm.
And you know what? I think the Maniac, let's be clear, it has art by Corrigan, who is an excellent artist. And it has writing by Johnny Rocket, who's funny like 25% of the time. So I think that's a winning combination.
You two have got you got a cute little rivalry thing going on. I like it. Actually.
Right. Like I make, tens of thousands of dollars making comic books, and he makes
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars making comic books. And it's
And
like,
you ban him in the Discord.
who's
'cause
going to
he
win? Who's going to
posted a
win that
snail
race?
emoji.
Who's going to win that? Wait, what? That's not why I didn't do that. I forget why I banned him. It wasn't a ban. It was a 24-hour timeout.
Tomato, potato.
I mean, I thought it was pretty. Well, okay.
It's cute. It's cute. It's
very
what it
cute.
is.
Is he in the Discord now?
Probably.
Is he able to talk now in the Discord?
I don't know.
Is he able to tell everybody about The Maniac, now available at fundmycomic.com?
At fundmycomic.com. Wow. That's a great. Who's the artist? Corrigan?
Corrigan, yes. Corrigan is an excellent artist. Here, let's take a look at The Maniac real quick, guys. Fund My Comic campaign. Also, he did also write The Maniac. That is correct, as people bring up. Or sorry, the Elephant. He's also the writer of Elephant.
Right.
Now, I will say this about The Maniac is that this is a digital comic project, I believe. So
Mhm.
I'm hoping that they have success, and then we'll do a physical version. But as you can see, here's The Maniac. Excellent art by my good friend Corrigan. And if you take a look, there's Joshua Moon, NAMBLA chapter president. We gotta take that motherfucker down. And then here's the worst thing you're gonna learn is that the heroes of this world are being horrifically murdered. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong tab. Oh my god, what's happened here? This is horrible.
Oh, shit.
Someone needs to. And again, I had my IP stolen for this comic, and I'm very steamed about that. He's stolen so much IP. He stole Niobe's IP, which is why he got taken down. But here's the thing: is unlike the wicked Niobe, who punished him for stealing IP, I am saying I'm okay with it. There is Harry Liggins. Yeah, fuck
You're
Harry
a benevolent
Liggins.
creator.
Benevolent.
Let him
And I
live.
think that Johnny Rocket's propensity for stealing money might actually make the book better. So maybe that's just part of his brand.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't have a problem anymore. Other than a drinking problem, am I right? Mm. Am I right, guys? Eh?
When's the last time you talked to your daughter, Niggler?
I gotta go.
Just a sad to see a man go. Sad to see that happen to one of the great supervillains of our times. He'll be back on top. Lucas R is here. How's it going, Lucas?
What's up?
Look at the excitement. I can feel the energy.
It was just a weak chug, so I'm kind of upset about it.
From him? He's
Yeah.
going through a lot, man. That divorce is kicking his ass.
Is it really that bad?
I mean, there's domestic charges. He might have
Against
to
who?
do a It's the
Women
niggler.
lie. Women lie.
I know women lie. I don't look. I'm not saying they're 100% true, but he's got to deal with it. He's got to figure it out. You know, let the guy figure it out. I'm not gonna cast a judgment on the niggler. That's for God.
Only God can judge.
Correct.
Why do we have judges?
He's really got to stop drinking. If you thought Ricada was bad, let's just say I've read the court documents for the niggler, and not good. Not good. Not good. Lucas, what's the biggest problem in the universe?
The universe, I don't know. But like, why are you so scared of Riley?
First of all, the name of the show is The Biggest Problem in the Universe. So when you go, the universe,
Okay, all right.
That's
Well,
retarded. It's because it's the name of the show.
It's kind of retarded.
Yeah.
Who else is retarded? Is Riley. Why are
Right.
you so scared of a retard?
It's not that I'm. When you say scared, what do you mean scared? Like that's been the whole thing. Is it's like
You
it's
were
not-
gonna pretty much fuck a show over it, like a live, like where people pay money,
right?
to go to things.
Well, I guess in my head, I'm like, if a guy's just going to show up and derail the whole show, the show's going to suck anyway. So why would I do it? Here's the deal. I don't like doing a bad show. We've done bad episodes of this podcast, and when the episode of the podcast is bad, I go, fuck, that was a shitty episode. I did a bad job. If I could go back in time and not do a shitty episode, I would do that.
How
So
often
I guess
do you have good episodes though?
very rarely. So pretty much every episode of the show is bad, and I regret every one of them.
So that's like, why would you just? Well, I don't understand why you would just fuck over your partner, right? For a show that people pay money to go, they travel to go
Right.
see, like you for whatever reason. That's fine. But
So why are so many of these discussions about hypothetical things that never happened, right?
What
So
do you
you're now saying, because you're saying, I can't believe you would cancel Hackamania, right? I can't believe you wouldn't go to Hackamania. That's what
Mhm.
you're saying. Okay. So I'm going to Hackamania.
Right, but you weren't.
Right. Okay. How long do you think the period of time where Vito was not going to Hackamania existed?
I'm more troubled that you refer to yourself in the third person. Honestly.
Okay. There was about a 20-minute period of me checking Twitter, a guy telling me I'm going to come fuck up your podcast and make sure you have a horrible time, and me going, well, then fuck it. I'm not even going to go. And that lasted 20 minutes. And then I called Patrick Melton and he said, there will be security at the show. And I said, you're right. Never mind. Let's just do the show. And now I got to hear for a week, oh, Vito is going to cancel comedy shows. He's like, can you believe he would do that to the audience? When I had a knee-jerk reaction to a guy telling me he was going to ruin my comedy show, and I said, fuck this guy, and I called 20 minutes of my life. It got immediately figured out.
That's
So
just sick, though, right? Like
you're talking about
he's not really going to do anything. He said he would risk an assault charge, being that someone would be like gay and feminine.
Do we?
and think,
Oh
my god!
Okay.
This
What do
guy's
you want to
really
do?
going to hurt.
Do you want to
me.
litigate it? Okay, you're right. There was a 20-minute period where I read something a guy said. I said, "Fuck this guy! I don't even want to go," and then I got over it. Have you ever had a knee-jerk reaction or anything and been like upset for 20 minutes, and then went, "This is not really worth losing sleep over"?
No, it's kind of feminine, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm a very feminine person. We all know that I'm part woman. And if the surgery goes well, maybe I'll be all woman. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty gay.
Yeah. Kind of turns you on a little bit. Your head shake says no, but your eyes say yes, Lucas.
Anyway, do you really even think that like Riley is capable of actually harming someone?
In what way? Like
In, like,
physically?
Yes. Like, do you think like
I
when
mean,
Riley
I
says
don't
he's
know,
gonna
maybe.
rape a man, that's gonna happen?
No, do you think when I say I'm gonna rape a woman, that's gonna happen?
Possibly, yeah. Like,
Okay, so yeah, maybe you could rape a man. I don't know. It's possible I could rape a woman. Who knows?
yeah, but that's a woman. It's not another man.
There are lots of men who I'm pretty sure would be easier. I don't think we're allowed to talk about this on YouTube, but I'm saying you can't just say every man is untouchable and every woman could never like it depends on the person.
Yeah, but it's a man against a man. Do you really like? Do you
There's
walk around
different
scared that you could be raped?
all the
You have
time. I
hairy
mean, I
shoulders. Do you
see
think
every
maybe
time
you
I go
bring some clippers?
every time I go to Manholes, my favorite gay club, the look on the eyes of some of these bears is frankly startling. Lucas, I feel like you've called into a comedy show and you don't want to roll with it.
I mean,
I feel like I'm, you know, setting you up for a little tit for tat, and you're being very serious tonight.
I would laugh, like if it was funny. There was funny things being said.
I got it. It's not funny. Well, welcome to the unfunniest podcast in the universe, Lucas. And you know what the best part about this terrible show is that nobody has to listen to it. It's completely optional. Thanks for coming by. Oh, Jim, I saw you were in the back room. I'm sorry I didn't get to you. Here's my favorite thief, Johnny Rocket, who actually I can't have on the show because he used the F slur. So unfortunately, I can't have him on. So that's looks like we're good. That's the end of the show, folks. Guys, I want to remind you once again, let's read some super chats and see what you guys said tonight on the show. Get those last minute super chats in because we're gonna take a look. Here is the monetization. Guys, after this, what am I gonna do? I might actually kick off a Whatnot stream after this. Maybe, I don't know, either that or play some video games or something. But I want to thank you guys for coming by. Guys, I do want to be serious for a second. Once again, there's a couple things I need to tell you about. One of which is we need you guys. If you're in Vegas, you want to come hang out, or if you just want to watch the show, please go to hackamania.com. So we still have live tickets available. Use promo code BIGGEST. But I also want you guys, this is a fun event. We really want to be able to do it every year. Now, I'm never going to be invited back because everybody associated with the show hates me now, which is fine because they're all low IQ, knuckle-dragging morons who are still talking about Stuttering John after 5 years. But if you would like to watch the live footage of an actually good show, our show will be on Thursday. You'll be able to get the Hackamania streaming pass for only $30 and watch that. You can watch my show, which is good. And then, you know, there's probably a couple other good shows. Any of the shows Dick is on will be good. Any show that me and Dick are not on, it's up in the air. Okay. Because, you know, it's like they brought 2 funny people and then some other guys. We also have, don't forget, get your tickets. Use promo code BIGGEST. We are going to have fun at the show. It's going to be a good time. I like these guys. We're going to have a good time. I just think, you know, biggest problem is going to be the best part of the show. We all know that 100%. So come on by, guys. I also want thoughts and prayers for Dick Masterson, who is figuring out a medical situation. It is, you know, we joke around, but it is serious, and we're hoping it works out for him. So please keep him in your thoughts. I'll try not to drag down. I know this is a comedy show. I don't want to drag it down, but it is a real situation. Last thing I was going to say is let's read your super chats, which were in a window and then I lost them. Here they are. Oh, wait, can I guess that's not going to work very well. Let's see. We don't have too many super chats, don't worry. Diamond G for 2. Vito is the dev team for GTA 6. Yeah, they pushed that back. See, if Grand Theft Auto can get fucking delayed, Super Killer can get delayed. That's not a problem. I saw other guys whose comics are like 3 years delayed. My comic's only 1 year delayed. We're good. Strateger for 2. Hey, Veets. Yes. Flutter Dashy for 2, who's your favorite pony from MLP? I just got a Rainbow Dash card. A Rainbow Dash Magic card. So I guess she's my favorite now because she's the only card I have. Purple Paws from 50 says, Voody, grab something random on top of that CRT TV behind you and smash it, or get on a scale, please. Well, guys, here's what I'm going to say. In the chat, you have the ability to now get an official Mother's Milk Funko Pop. We're going to give one out tonight. Because I got to get rid of this. Let's sign this thing. This is an official Vito Mother's Milk. I need one of those gold pens. Sign the, will this work? Let me see. So let me know in the chat if you want a Mother's Milk. Everyone who super chatted is entered automatically. I will pick one random person from the super chats to win a signed Mother's Milk Funko Pop. All right. There you go, an official Vito original Funko Pop. So everyone who super chats is automatically entered. And at the end of the super chats, I will pick one of you at random. Thank you, Purple Possum. A for 2, execute Big Man 69. Dayman for 2. Will we get Hackamania stream on demand after? I think the stream might be posted after it's live. I'm not sure. Please check the website or talk to Patrick Melton. A for 2 says motherfucker is built like a wood elf. I don't know who that was in reference to. Ian Miller for 50 says booty. Fantastic. Coup for 5. Thanks for not killing yourself. Hopefully Riley doesn't steal your USB cables at Hackamania. I hope not. Bencher straight for 2. Vito Fowler bust. Kagon Post for 2. Vito is a British cigarette. Sarah Gardner for 2 said show us your kitties. Well, we saw Mud tonight. Me for 2 says RIP host. Kagon Post for 2 said that dude's definitely a pedo. I don't know who was on screen when he said that. Sarah Gardner for 2. The biggest problem is ASMR. I hate that shit. TRNE for 5. Some dollary Drews to Grape Dayman. And me, 04120 for 5. Volatile Vito, Erratic Vito, always with the indecisive takes. Let's see. Real Smith for 2 says shill those pills again. How come some of these super chats are not showing? I feel like I'm missing some. Let me take a look again. I just refreshed it. There it is. Let's see. Volatile Vito, yes. Hey, Mike Hunt for 5. How'd you feel if you didn't eat breakfast and also canceled Hackamania this morning? I did not cancel Hackamania. Hackamania is on. A for 2. Lucas R is a. I literally just failed it. I literally just failed the test. I didn't cancel Hackamania. You got me. How would I feel if I also... That's a complicated one to answer, honestly. I'd feel good. There's the answer. There's the correct answer. Let's see. Lucas R is a really tough guy. He's really tough. Real Smith for 2 says, show those pills again, guys. Lock and load pills available for us at PKA. Mike C for 2. I'm entering it, so you have to send it to Australia. Chocolate Noodle getting in for $1. Bloodman for 2 says, let's see that bathroom. And you guys have 2 seconds to get in. I'm going to get a random number generator. Let's see. D20 random die. Yeah. Oh, I can just do it on this now. Okay, let's take a look. We're going to see who wins a Mother's Milk. Veets, play the video I emailed. The biggest problem in the universe. Bunny air out big plays. Let me see if I can find that. You know what pisses me off? Looking like Lucas R. Okay. Bunny something. What bunny? What? Archibald Weber. What was the name of it? Hold on. Bunny Air Out. Bunny Air Out. I don't know if I have it. I don't see it in the... I do not see it in the inbox for the biggest problem. Email, send it to me next week. Okay, here's a random number generator. Present or invite. Yes. This one, right? Yes. Okay. I'm going to roll a random die, and your super chat, the number which you super chatted is your number on the die. Lucky number 2, the second person super chat tonight is the winner, and the second super chat tonight came in from Strategery. Strategery, you are the winner of a delightful Vito signed Mother's Milk. So if you would like to email vitogesualdi@gmail.com and send me your address, you're a lucky winner. What a show! It's stealing everybody's money. Just give him back the money, John. So much more. Australian elections. Dixie was exploded. Mania is canceled. Please, I need you guys to go to Whatnot and sign up for my page, okay? I'm dying. I need you to do this. I gotta solve this. Look at all this shit. Look at this shit. Look at all this shit. Look at all this fucking crap. Dreamcast. It's just PlayStation controllers. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's nothing left. It's fine. Good night.